Hey guys, in this video I'm talking about the put call parity. This is one of the important topics from your derivatives topic of CFA level 1. And so what does a put call parity states? A put call parity under the law of no arbitrage states that if you buy a protective put, right, a protective put is same as a fiduciary call, right? Protective put is same as a fiduciary call. That means if you buy a put option, now PO means the premium you pay for the put option, long on the put option, plus if you hold the stock, that means the spot, and if you buy a call option with a risk zero coupon bond, and we discount it back to today, this relationship holds it both of them together. Now you have to understand the strike price of the put option, that is your X, and the strike price of the call option. It all should be same. Now let me help you with this an example. Suppose suppose you have buy suppose you have bought the stock of Apple, right? Apple is currently trading at $300, right? And you're worried that the Apple stock might fall in the future, right? So in order to hedge against that, you buy a put option on this Apple stock, which is currently trading at 300, for a strike price of 300, right? When do you buy a put option? When you have a bearish view. So even if the market falls, right, you will still get, even if the market falls, you will still get to be hedged against your money, right? It would be still, you will still make 300. Similarly, suppose on the other hand, if another investor bought a call option for us on the same Apple stock for 300 rupees, and the market went upwards, so his payoff would be like this, right? This would be his payoff, the call option guy. So he will still make money on the call option if the prices are increasing. Okay. uh, Also the same investor, along with buying a call option on this, they have also bought a risk-free bond, sorry, a zero coupon bond, which has a risk-free rate for the same strike, that is 300, right? That is the face value of the zero coupon bond. So that means even if Apple falls by 300, the investor is not going to make money on the call option, but he will still get the 300 on maturity, right? So if you think in those terms, uh, this investor, which is our protective put, who has bought a put option, who holds the stock, have the same as the fiduciary call, which is buying a call option and then also purchasing a zero coupon bond. Why are we doing dividing it by 1 plus r? Because we are discounting it back to present value. So this is your put call parity, right? Similarly, if you take this concept forward, we can get the put call forward parity. Now we know put call forward parity. Now we know in put call parity we have a protective put and we have a fiduciary call. Now let's understand what we can replace the stock with. Now we know that the forward rate, the forward price is equal to stock into 1 plus r the whole raised to t, right? So the forward price is basically what you earn, the risk-free rate that you earn on a stock. So for example, if we have Apple shares which are currently trading at 100, and after 3 months it becomes 103, so the 3% you earned is your risk-free rate. That is your risk-free rate, right? So it is same as saying you short the forward. It is same as saying even if you have the spot and you short the forward contract, you will still have the same payoff. Okay, so instead of holding this, instead of this, can we also say that I can also say that if I have the stock and if I were to short the forward contract, so in that sense, can we say that if we buy the short, if we buy the stock which is S0, and if we short, that is why I'm putting a negative sign, short the forward contract, we will still earn the risk-free rate, right? Now, if I take the forward towards the right, what we will have? We have stock risk-free rate plus your forward contract. That is what you have here. That is what you have here. That is uh, earlier we had uh, earlier we had a protective put is equal to a fiduciary call, and your call option was call plus this is a risk-free bond. This is uh, a zero coupon bond, the risk-free rate plus 1 plus r the whole raised to t. And then we had a put option plus the spot. We replace this with a forward contract. We replace this with a forward contract on a risk-free rate, right? We replace this with a forward contract with a risk-free rate. RF. Now you have to understand, since on the inception, forward contract is always zero, right? Forward contracts are zero at inception. That is why we are not going to, in the formula, you're not going to find the forward contract. This is actually your zero coupon bond, or the risk-free rate bond, that is this one. This is what you have. The reason why we have on the numerator FOT is because the strike is same. You have to understand that in the put option plus the risk-free rate that we have, that is FOT plus 1 plus r the whole raised to t is equal to x upon 1 plus r the whole raised to t. These prices are all on the same strike. For example, if I'm taking 300, my stock is trading at 300, my put option should be on a 300. The face value of the risk-free bond that I will redeem, that I have discounted for today, has to pay me 300. The call option, the call option should be for 300, and this bond on the fiduciary call should also be for 300. Only that, if you only do that, that is only when this will hold true. Now similarly, we, we have another concept. Now since I told you, now we can create synthetic positions using replication. Now since we already proved that if we buy a stock and we forward and we short the forward, that is when using a minus sign, short the forward contract, for that we will get a risk-free rate, right? So let's look at this first one, buying a risk-free bond. Risk-free bond is same as buying the asset plus selling a futures contract on the asset. So if I short a futures contract or a forward contract, it is going to give me the same, it is going to be same as buying a risk-free bond on a risk-free rate. Okay. Similarly, if I buy a risk-free bond plus buying a futures contract, so if I have a spot and if you put the forward contract towards the RHS is going to be risk-free rate bond plus forward. So buying the asset would be same as buying a risk-free bond plus buying a futures contract. Again, selling short, selling the short the asset plus buying the futures. Again, if we have a short minus forward is equal to risk-free rate, selling short on the asset would be equal to buying the futures contract on the asset. Again, if you manipulate this, you can get selling short on a risk-free bond. Again, if we manipulate the ratio from spot minus forward is equal to risk-free rate, if we put spot on the other side, so this would be shorting a risk-free bond, selling a short risk-free bond. Shorting a risk-free bond is same as buying a futures contract. This is the that means you're buying. This is minus SO. SO means spot, trading at spot, selling a short. So this is basically what three of this means. You should know how to create synthetic positions using both put call fiduciary call is equal to fiduciary call and put call forward parity. So this was the concept. Thanks for watching.